EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Indianapolis, Indiana, where they fire up the crowd with the striking of the anvil as it's time for football at Lucas Oil Stadium. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Indianapolis Colts. Mike Tirico and Greg Olson with you. The All-Pro Chris Boswell with the honors. And off we go from downtown Indy. He'll get across the 20, welcome down to the 23-yard line. The Colts offense going to take the field here for the first time. They're led by the former first-round pick out of Duke, quarterback Daniel Jones.
Now, this is the type of quarterbacks that just give defensive coordinators nightmares. They stay up all night thinking, okay, what is the best way to defend him? Do we treat him as a runner?
Oh, and they come after him right away, and Deputy goes on the first play of the game.
Prior to the opening kickoff, the home crowd is rocking. They're on their feet cheering. Well, one play in, got a little quieter in here. This defense came out, and they took the fight right to him, able to bring the quarterback down for an opening play sack to get their defense settled into this one.
Working from the gun, it's Jones. Moving to his right. And a nice run. He'll be close to the first down, protecting himself, sliding at the end.
Take a look at his eyes. You can see the quarterback clearly going through all of his progressions, and he's quick to realize there's nowhere to go with this ball. He makes the right decision and gets out of there, picks up some good yardage, and gets down on the ground.
They'll try and run for this. It's Taylor. And this is going to be a close first down. He has this one past the 35 to about the 37.
And the Colts, first down.
An early test here for that offensive line, and they come through. They're going to have to continue to find space in the ground game for their running backs to continue to move the chain. So, nice job there. Give them a lot of credit. Now the question is, what is the adjustment on the defensive side of the ball in the next third down situation?
And he'll be met in the backfield and dropped behind the line of scrimmage.
Really nice job here defensively, not only to get the penetration and to clog those run lanes, but they're able to take them down behind the line of scrimmage for a loss.
So after the loss on first, here's 2nd and 14. Fake the handoff. Now Jones. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. He was looking for Michael Pittman with that one. Now it's going to be 3rd down.
There was no hesitation from the quarterback. From the jump, he knew where he wanted to go with that ball, but still leads to an incompletion. They're just still not quite on the same page.
On 3rd and long, it's Jones. Finding space at the 40. And he'll be out of bounds, well short of the line to gain. And that'll set up 4th down.
It's a pretty good effort there on 3rd and long. Initially, I really thought that screen was timed up pretty well, and he had a chance to pick up the 1st down. But give credit to the defense. It was the pursuit and running to the ball, and they're able to stop him just short.
Few yards back here on the return before being forced out of bounds. Well, here come the Steelers, and that's the sight that looks odd, but people were looking to see after keeping us waiting all spring. Year 21 in the league for Aaron Rodgers, his first as the Steelers quarterback.
You know, it's funny how time flies, Mike, and we won't call him old. We'll just call him experienced. And here's a guy who's been doing this for a really long time at a high level, and he's going to hope that some of that experience works in his favor today. And when he plays well, this is proven to be a really hard team to beat.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 5. They'll run. This is Jalen Warren. He'll move this one ahead to the 31-yard line. Zaire Franklin that time there for the tackle.
And it's third down.
It's going to be third. They need one. To throw, it's Rodgers. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. He's going to have the first down. So they convert on third down with a pickup of 9.
Third down is when we see so many tight ends around the league really make their money. They operate in the middle of the field. They're a big, easy target for the quarterback. And even if they are covered, Mike, they're not really ever covered.
That's caught. Right side, it's Freiermuth. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
Brings up second and 7 at the 43-yard line.
From the 43, here's second down and 7. They'll run straight ahead with Warren. He'll get this ahead for about 3. With Xavier Howard up to make the tackle.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line. It's a gain of 4, and it's third down.
Here's a third down and 4. In the shotgun, it's Aaron. Oh, he's going to be followed up and taken down. They got him.
This is a great reminder of why it's so important to have great offensive tackles. When you get beat so fast off the edge, the quarterback has nowhere to go in the pocket to escape, and that's what happens.
On fourth down, it's Corliss Waitman out to punt. Back deep for the Colts, Anthony Gould. Now fair catch is made, and it's just inside the 15-yard line.
First and 10.
The Colts offense ready to get going with their second possession. They'll begin inside their own 15-yard line, so a lot of real estate to cover. It's first and 10. Gun, it's Jones. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
It's now second and 10.
And that's exactly what every defense is trying to do in the passing game. They want to muddy up these windows, Mike, make every throw as contested as possible. No separation, contact right at the catch point, and does a great job forcing the incomplete pass.
Now Jones throwing on second down. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
And 10 yards.
Throwing to someone with his length, Mike, there's a lot of benefits. The catch radius, the ability to adjust to an off-target throw. But you have to also look at the other side of the coin there. For these defenses, those bigger, extended bodies, that's just a lot big target to go after and hit. So they're able to take advantage of it here. So I promise you, that receiver gets back into the huddle. He's telling his quarterback, hey, man, bring that ball down. I'm happy to go fight and compete for the ball, but you've got to protect me.
Tyler Warren, the man he was looking for there. And now it's fourth down. Here's Rigoberto Sanchez now as he's standing right around his own goal line. Here's Austin to return. And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. The Steelers offense ready to see what they can do on their second possession. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on first and 10. Metcalf reels it in on the right side. And he's out of bounds, gain of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Out of bounds at the 50-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now second and 6.
Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. Metcalf left side, he's got it. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
These curl routes, he's been running these routes since he was a young kid in Pop Warner football, and I like to call it pulling the string. You've got the defender thinking you're going downfield, and you stick that foot in the ground, work back to the quarterback, friendly to the ball, and really nice job picking up the first down.
And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the Colts' 38-yard line.
To the air once more, it's Rodgers. There's a short one caught by Fryermuth. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. They get 18 on that one. Good for a Steeler first down.
What are y'all doing?
Now, this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
2nd down, Rodgers. And he's in. Calvin Austin. Touchdown, Steelers.
Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
That's just too easy. At this level, Mike, you give an NFL quarterback that much time to find a receiver that open, it's just going to be pitch and catch and result in an easy 6. So they got to tighten up their coverage. They got to do a better job accounting for all these receivers, because if they have guys running that free the rest of this game, they're going to light up the scoreboard.
Chris Boswell on for the point after. He's got it, and the Steelers will take a 7-0 lead.
Steelers 7, Colts 0.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. Ashton Doolin now to return it. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The Colts offense ready to take over possession of the football. And so far, not much has gone right. They've had it twice, punted twice. Looking to sustain something here on drive number 3. That's Pierce in motion. Now Jones on the bootleg. A lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
Seemed to me from up here, Mike, that he really locked in on that guy. He told himself, I'm going to give my guy a chance to go compete for this ball. But anytime he enters such a crowded area, it usually means if he works through his progression, there's an easier throw somewhere on the field. Instead, he tries to fit it in and just wasn't able to quite make the completion.
And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40. A gain there of 11. That's good for a Colts first down.
Well, it's pretty clear this offensive coordinator feels the vulnerability of this run defense is on the edges. They continue to get the ball out wide. They do it here with a nice toss play, and he's able to pick up good yardage.
So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. And this time they are ready for it. Thrown for a loss, and it's 2nd down.
Wilson on the stop.
These are the impact plays that this linebacker is capable of, Mike. Not only dissecting and determining where the ball was going, but then to shoot through the line of scrimmage and make this tackle for a loss. That's a big-time play by a really good player.
Jones operating out of the pistol. Pressure gets there, and down he goes.
Just another example of poor decision-making. I mean, making a bad play even worse. There's nothing there on second down. Just throw the ball into the stands and move on to third. Now you take that sack, and it's going to take a miracle to stay on the field.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Jones. His throw right side, pulled in by Pittman. And he's going to be brought down. And with that tackle, we hit the end of the first quarter of play. We are through 1. It's the Steelers with the early lead. We'll come back to Indianapolis in a moment. Here's their punter now, as he's on to punt for Indianapolis. A fair catch called for and made just beyond their own 50. The Steelers offense and Aaron Rodgers getting ready to go once more. They lead it here in the second quarter, 7-0, as they begin with a 1st and 10. And he's going to have this one up near the 28. 12 yards on the game. That's good for a quick first down.
A gain of 12. And a Steeler first down.
We've seen this trend throughout the league, Mike. Offensively, everyone wants to have depth at the running back position. Yeah, it's great to have one guy, but if you could have 2 or 3 that can all come in and contribute on the ground, that's the goal, and we're seeing it here.
And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. A pickup there of 28 yards.
First down.
One of the things that makes him one of the best receivers in the NFL, Mike, is his ability to create separation downfield. He makes it so easy for his quarterback to not only find him, but to constantly create a nice throwing window like he did right there.
Play action now with Rodgers. Got a man downfield. It's Wilson. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. That one good for 26 yards.
If you're going to give him this much time to scan the field, he's inevitably going to find an open man downfield like he does here. That's a great job remaining patient and letting that play develop.
A-Rod down to throw on first down. And this ball's going to be incomplete.
Defense got lucky on that one. There's no one accounting for the running back out of the backfield as they should have, and fortunately for them, he bails him out by not securing the catch.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. Again, it's Rodgers. Looking for the pylon, but the official right there is going to mark them out of bounds at the 1-yard line. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break?
And he will take this one across into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finished it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
On for the extra point is Boswell. His kick is good, and the Steelers move out on top, 14-0.
Colts, nothing.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. On the return, it's Doolin. He'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. The Colts offense ready to take over once again. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0. The score as the offense tries to regroup and get going with 1st and 10. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
This offense just continues to struggle to find any sort of rhythm. And now part of it is self-inflicted wounds. But the vast majority of their struggles has just been their inability to pass protect. You can't expect your quarterback to settle into the game and have any confidence operating out of the pocket when the second he hits his back foot, the play's over.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. To throw, it's Jones. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
3rd and long. Here's Jones. He'll try to run for it. And he's able to take this for good yardage before sliding and hitting the deck to end the play.
And that's a pretty good effort here on 3rd and long. He had nowhere to go down the field. The defense is playing real soft. He pulls it down and did all he could, but he's still going to end up being short of the 1st down.
Here's the punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Fair catch here. Called for and made beyond the 30-yard line. Here comes the Pittsburgh offense now, heading back onto the field. Their lead sits at 14-0 here in this 2nd quarter, looking to run away with this one before halftime. The master of play action, Rodgers. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
This is a great example of why teams want to stay out of what they call passing downs, where a defense doesn't have to honor the run. In this case, they do. And, man, the play action pass just works off of that and can really lead to some chunk plays.
From the gun, Rodgers. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. They might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
This one grabbed by Austin. He's going to have the 1st down, so they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
Steeler 1st down.
So far here early, Mike, the key for this offense has been their ability to maintain possession by converting on these 3rd downs. It's going to be a big storyline the rest of the way. This defense has to find a way. When they force 3rd down, they got to get off the field.
Rodgers going up top again. Complete. Metcalf with the grab. And they're going to get this ball down to the 20-yard line. A big-time play for Pittsburgh. 33 yards.
1st down, Pittsburgh.
They go nowhere. What a waste of time.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
They'll throw again. Here's Rodgers. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
The pass protection's been a little bit shaky at times, and that was the case there. And even though they're not going to go down for allowing a sack, It was allowing the pressure that ultimately prevented that pass from being completed.
2nd and 10. A run up the middle with Warren. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
Number one rule of run blocking for the offensive line is you don't want to allow penetration. It just doesn't give your running back any angles to cut and find the hole. It's exactly how it played out here. They've got to do a better job holding the line of scrimmage and not getting pushed back.
On 3rd down, Rodgers. Here's a shot toward the end zone. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete. DK Metcalf was the intended target. And it's going to be 4th down.
Little miscommunication there. Now brings up 3rd down. It just doesn't appear that the quarterback and the wide receiver were on the same page on that last pass.
A 39-yard attempt.
Boswell's kick is good. And the Steelers stake themselves to a 17-0 lead. Back out is Boswell following the field goal. He'll send this one away. On the return, it's Doolin. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. Here's the Indianapolis offense. Now as they get set to take over once more, they trail this one 17-0 now. Really need to find some inspiration, some momentum on this drive as they'll begin here with 1st down. And nice work there. Go into the slide and gain about 7.
Initially, they do a really nice job taking away his 1st and 2nd reads, but what they failed to do is account for him as a runner. He ends up making something positive out of a play that initially didn't look like it had much of a chance.
They'll work the middle here with Taylor. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. 18 yards on the pickup there. 1st down, Indianapolis.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the
Up until that run,
49-yard line.
this 1st half, it's kind of been tough sledding here for this run game. They'd love to see him get going. That last big pickup's going to go a long way.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Jones keeping this one. And he'll be met in the backfield and dropped behind the line of scrimmage.
The decision whether to keep the ball or to hand it to the back happens so fast. In this case, the quarterback thinks it was a keep read. The defense was there ready to stop him. Tackle for loss.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Zone read. It's a give to Taylor. And he'll get this ahead. Gain of about 4, and it leads to 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and 7.
Working from the gun, it's Jones. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
This is the epitome of team defense. Not only are you able to rush the passer and put relentless pressure on him play after play, but the coverage on the back end is so tight. There's just nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball. You see him just continue to hold the ball that extra second in the pocket, and with the way these guys are pass rushing, that's all the time they need.
Two minutes to go here till halftime. We'll come back to Indianapolis after this. On comes the punter now. He's on for the 5th time this afternoon. But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. The Steelers offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. The lead is 17 as they try to maybe pull away in this one. It is 1st and 10. They'll set up the screen to Gainwell. And he'll be run out of bounds. It's a good game on 1st down. They pick up 7 yards.
Out of bounds at the 22-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Here's 2nd and 2. Looking to throw, it's Rodgers. And he'll be brought down after a short pickup, but that is enough for a 1st down.
This play is actually really well defended here. But I'll tell you, Mike, as you know, my philosophy is the tight end is always open, and this just supports my case.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. He'll get that to Jalen Warren. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. A pickup of 15 in the air. That's a Steeler 1st down.
And this is why most teams, Mike, decide to take the ball first after the halftime break, because they want to be able to control this middle 4. At the end of the 1st half, you can use your timeout. You can use some strategy to steal an extra possession. If they're able now to go down and come away with points, they'll have a chance to double it up again right after the halftime break.
Roman Wilson was the intended target. And it'll bring up 2nd down. They send Freiermuth, the tight end, in motion. Now a 2nd down throw from Rodgers. That's caught over the middle. It's Wilson. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. The Steelers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock stops. 50 seconds to play until halftime. First down for Aaron. That's caught right side. It's Freiermuth. And he'll be out of bounds as the 1st down completion nets about 3.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Here's 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, it's A-Rod. He'll step up and run, and he'll wind up with a short pickup as he slides to a stop. And that's going to bring up 3rd down.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
It's 3rd and 4. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. And he's going to have the 1st down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going.
It's a gain of 6. 1st down, Steelers.
To throw is Rodgers. Inside the 10, it is caught. And he's going to be brought down. That is a big-time play for the Steelers. And with just 4 seconds left in the 1st half, a timeout is called. Here comes Chris Boswell to try a field goal. This, about as short as you can get. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Steelers open it up a bit further. They now lead 20-0.
What a methodical drive to close this half out. I mean, let's not forget, Mike, they get the ball after the break as well, so they get back-to-back. They call it doubling up possessions. Last one of the first half, first one of the second half. It's a great opportunity to put some distance between you and the opponent.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Throwing, Jones. He'll take a deep shot for downs. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick recap of the first half, which has been strongly one-sided. This is heading towards blowout territory unless they can come from behind and get themselves a victory. Let's find out what happens in the second half. Let's go back out to the commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
All right, Scott, thank you very much. We welcome you back on EA Sports for quarter number 3. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. On the return, it's Kenneth Gainwell. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. Steelers offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Start this on the ground with Warren. It's a pickup of about 3 to the 28-yard line.
He was taken down by DeForest Buckner. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
They face 2nd down and 7. On the ground, Gainwell. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
This is 3rd and 6. Throwing, Rodgers. And that is incomplete. Looks like we have an injured Colt on that play. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. Steelers getting ready to put this one away, as he's on to punt for the 2nd time. And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. The Colts offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. They're in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10.
There on the tackle. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 34-yard line.
Are you kidding me? Really? Are you kidding me?
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 8. On play action, it's Jones. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. Jonathan Taylor, the intended receiver. And 3rd down coming up.
Mike, when you're completing less than 35% of your passes, you're just not going to win a lot of games in the NFL. He's just too erratic throughout the course of the game. Sometimes it's exactly how they practice. And at other times, it looks like they've never practiced at all.
They gain 18 yards on that one. That's good for a Colts first down.
That's good for a Colts first down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
So here's a play, Mike, that is clearly designed to attack the middle third of the field. So think it's roughly the space between the numbers. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And once he understood where his leverage was and he gets his head around, great job by the quarterback on time, delivering a strike.
Oh, what a run. Down inside the 30-yard line. They get 21 on that one. First down, Indianapolis.
Big hole up the middle. The interior of this offensive line did a great job clearing some space. The back saw it quick, and he hit it. The next thing you know, he was in the secondary for a big hit.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
You could see the quarterback, once he got the snap, he was looking for any seam, any daylight. But nothing materialized, and he's fortunate he got back to the line of scrimmage.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Jones. There he goes again. And he's going to slide down with the first down inside the 5. That is a gain of 22, and it sets up first down and goal.
What I like the most here is just the decision that when he wants to be a runner, he commits to being a runner, and he's able to weave his way downfield, pick up the first down, sets up 1st and goal.
They'll run here with Taylor. What a move! He's in. Jonathan Taylor. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
We were talking during the break, Mike. We felt that this was kind of a do-or-die drive. They felt like they needed to come away with the touchdown here, and now they're showing a little life.
Yeah, a little bit of belief, don't you think? Everyone on that field knows they've been a part of a comeback before. It's a pretty big mountain, but a good way to get started here to begin this half. Spencer Schrader now on for the extra point. He's got it. And the Colts are able to edge a bit closer.
Steelers 20, Colts 7.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one taken at the 7. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but a very solid return. The Steelers offense headed back to take over once more. They built a nice lead for themselves here. They'll try to add to that, beginning with first down. A run with Gainwell. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. Cameron Bynum up from the secondary to make the play.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 45-yard line.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 5. On 2nd down, Warren. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
We spent so much time, Mike, talking about these defensive backs and their ability in pass coverage, but when you also have a defensive back that can make plays in the run game, especially behind the line of scrimmage, man, those guys are just so hard to find. That was a heck of a job here by this guy.
A-Rod out of the gun here on 3rd down. He's got the first down and more than that. It's a first down and a gain of 16.
A gain of 16 yards. And a Steeler first down.
That's just playing quarterback at a really high level, Mike. I mean, once he realizes his initial pre-snap read has changed, he just calmly goes through his progressions against this zone look. He ends up delivering a strike, and they keep the drive alive.
Here's Warren. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down.
Kenny Moore running down. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Colts 34-yard line.
Rodgers now. That's out wide to Warren. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
And it's third down.
Third down, 3 to go. Now Rodgers. He'll get this into the hands of Austin. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
First down, Pittsburgh.
You can see this connection is just starting really to pick up. They're seeing the game through the same set of eyes, and that is the job of the receiver. What is my quarterback expecting from me? Where does he want me? Be there on time, and it leads to big gains like this.
And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down.
And I think when you look back on the first half, this was an element of the defense that really was missing. There was a lot of open windows, a ton of green grass for the receivers to make uncontested catches. So nice change of pace here. Continue to force the issue and make these guys earn the catch.
He keeps it himself.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
They've converted twice on third down on this drive. Now facing 3rd and 3. Rodgers to throw. He's got it inside the 5. And he'll easily pick up the first down. They've got first and goal coming up.
They do a really nice job of taking everything away initially, but you have to keep the quarterback in the pocket, especially if you're playing man coverage. You simply can't ask your coverage unit to match up and cover that long.
Warren. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A lot of big bodies down there, but at the end of the day, the one that mattered, the one with the ball, finds the end zone for the touchdown.
Yeah, once that back gets the ball, Mike, he's just looking for a little crack of daylight, and he's thinking, I'm going to run into it and just hope I come out the other side. And in this case, the other side's the end zone, and they get 6.
2-point try coming up. Rodgers and the offense all set.
The Steelers will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They're going to try to run it in. And this time they stop him short of the goal line. Touchdown a moment ago. No 2-point conversion to add on as they come up empty. Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. On the return, it's Doolin. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. Here's Jonathan Taylor and the Colts offense heading back for their next possession. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. On first down, they'll start with Taylor. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
At this point in the game, Mike, we just haven't seen a lot of fire out of this offense. Here's another run, simple handoff, no gain.
Jones to throw on 2nd down. He'll step up and run this. Can't beat those legs. 13-yard pickup. A scramble leads to a first down.
And the Colts, first down. 1st and 10.
They got to do a better job of keeping the quarterback contained in the pocket all week, Mike, against mobile quarterbacks. You talk about rushing as a group. This time they get a little undisciplined with their rush lane integrity, and He makes him pay.
Give up the middle to Taylor.
Jalen Ramsey brought him down. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 41-yard line.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 6. Throwing now is Jones. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
It's a gain of
They get 14 out of the screen, and it's a first down.
for a Colts.
So, 3 quarters now in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Here's 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Jones. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
What an advantage it brings a defense when you have cornerbacks that are such willing tacklers. It just brings an extra element to the ability to defend the entire field. And this is a great example here why.
From the 43, here's 2nd and 9. To throw, it's Jones. He's going to keep it himself.
And that was really well defended along the back end, Mike. And with nobody open downfield, he's got no choice but to turn into a runner. They end up rallying to the ball, and they limit to a minimal gain.
3rd and 5. Here's Jones to throw. He'll take a deep shot for downs. That is caught. What a throw. Touchdown. Touchdown, Colts. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the 4th quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a 2-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
Schrader now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Colts are able to cut into the deficit.
Colts 14. Spencer Schrader.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. To return is Kenneth Gainwell, and he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. The Steelers offense and Aaron Rodgers getting ready to go once more. And you get a look at the numbers, they don't even tell the whole story. This has been a tremendous performance to this point. On the ground, it's Warren to start the drive. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
So they're not going to get the yardage to reflect it, but I actually thought that was a pretty nice job by the running back, at least getting back to the original line of scrimmage. This offensive line, they've got to do a better job getting him through untouched. His yards before contact got to be better.
They'll run the draw with Warren. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on 3rd down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
From the gun, Rodgers. That's over the middle and taken in by Firely. He's over 100 receiving yards on the afternoon now, and a first down to boot.
15. First down, Steelers.
That might end up being the backbreaker right now. This defense desperately needed to get off the field and give their offense a chance to cut into this 2-score lead. But instead, they now got to defend a fresh set of downs. And as you look up at this clock, they might be running out of time.
He finds Austin with the grab. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. That's a gain of 16. This offense is humming. A first down.
An interesting decision there by the play caller to put this ball in the air. Mike, you're up by 2 scores. Traditional wisdom says, hey, we're up by 2 scores late in the 4th quarter. We've got to keep this clock moving. We don't want to risk an incompletion. Now, they convert. They're able to secure the catch and pick up a fresh set of downs. That's going to enable them to continue to burn more clock. And without a stop, their opponent's not going to get the ball back.
It's a gain there of 26 yards. First and 10. They'll run here with gain yard. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's second down.
He's brought down at the 20-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Play action. Rodgers. On the run to the right. He'll tuck it and take off.
And this is one of the cases, Mike, where defenders, they get their eyes in the wrong spot. They call it eye discipline. He catches them looking elsewhere. It allows him to get upfield and make this 3rd down a lot more manageable.
They've moved the ball well here, but now face 3rd and 2. Rodgers. There's a short one caught by Fireman. And it looks like he's going to have the first down. The defense was right there, but a gain of 2. Good enough for the first down.
First down, Steelers.
At this point in the game, Mike, it really starts coming down to the number of possessions. So that's a huge first down conversion. Fresh set of downs. Now, the balance is stay aggressive and maintain the ball, but also start working this clock.
A-Rod down to throw on first down. And unable to connect this. It's incomplete.
Wise decision, especially at this stage of the game. You certainly don't want to force something and let the other guys right back into the game.
2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Rodgers. Now he'll run.
Quarterback does a nice job here sensing the pressure pretty quickly. Realizes he doesn't have a ton of time to operate from within the pocket. Decides to tuck the ball and rely on his legs. He's able to pick up a positive play.
They've converted 2 third downs already on this drive. And here's 3rd and 4. And he does all he can to get away, but they're going to get him right at the line of scrimmage, and it will bring up 4th down.
That's a prototypical coverage sack. All 11 guys on the field doing their job. Starts with sound back-end coverage. Nowhere to go quick with the ball. The quarterback has no chance but to extend the play. Look for something late developing downfield. That was all the time this front needed to chase him down and bring him down for a sack.
Here comes Chris Boswell to try a field goal. This, about as short as you can get. 3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Steelers will add to their lead here in the 4th quarter. Back out is Boswell following the field goal. He'll send this one away. Anthony Gould now to return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Colts offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Jones operating out of the pistol. With Look at that. He slinged it across his body and connected. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line. They'll get 11 there, and that's a quick first down.
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the second half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark, just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance to find themselves back into this game here late.
And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
It's now 2nd and 10.
I feel like their quarterback, for the most part, has looked pretty solid. I mean, it's everybody else that seems to have let him down with the drop balls and the mistakes. That's really what's killing these drives.
On 2nd down, here's Jones. Open man. That's Alec Pierce. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. A gain of 24 through the air. That's good for a Colts first down.
1st and 10.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick because that ball is coming out.
To Tyler Warren. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the Steelers' 29-yard line.
It is 2nd and a yard. Jones to the air again. Right back to Warren again. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. It's a pickup of 13 yards. First down, Indianapolis.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
They'll drop the throw. That is caught. And he'll take it on in. Alec Pierce. Touchdown, Indy.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
And now it's a 9-point game, so they'll go for just one here. The kick here is good, so they are back within a possession. That gets it down to an 8-point game. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. The Steelers offense and Aaron Rodgers getting ready to go once more. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. And now at 152, the defense will pull the plug there as they take a timeout.
And a Steeler first down.
Once again, it's Warren. And a good run there. It'll get him 5 yards. Timeout, Indianapolis. That is their second. And they'll get together prior to the second down play. They'll stay on the ground with Warren. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. The Colts will signal for their third and final
It's a
timeout.
gain of a yard.
Talk things over
And it's
before third down. Play fake. It's Rodgers. Throw on the run is complete. And he's going to get awfully close to the first down marker, but appears just to be a few inches short.
The initial reaction is, how does this quarterback not throw the ball past the first down line to gain to try to extend this drive? And the reality is, because they've already decided they're going to go for it on fourth down.
And this one's going to land out of bounds as they'll mark it inside the 20. The Colts offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They'll start out first down and 10. Working from the gun, it's Jones.
Jones pass. Complete to Josh Downs. A gain of 5 brings up second and 5 at the 23-yard line.
It is second down and 5. From the gun, it's Jones. He'll check this one down to Taylor. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down.
I think the days where cornerbacks are either unwilling or unable to be involved in the run game, I think those days are over, Mike. I think when you look around the landscape of today's NFL, yes, you have to cover, but you also have to be able to come up and tackle.
Jones going to try and throw on third down. That is incomplete, so the task gets more difficult. Time for maybe 2 plays. That's it.
This is a play call I don't quite understand, Mike. Backed up on your side of the field, just convert on third down. Get a fresh set of downs, and then open up more opportunities to put the ball in the air. Now you bring up a fourth down decision deep in your own territory.
Now or never, they'll throw on fourth down. He'll take a deep shot for Downs. And that is incomplete. They had their chance. They took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Got to let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on downs. So this one, a win for the visiting Steelers. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. And that was the difference in this one. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long, everyone.